Our top focus at this hour. Top US officials have landed in South Korea in a bid to bolster a key alliance in the face of rising challenges from China as well as North Korea. The US Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin earlier wrapped up the crucial 2+2 talks with their Japanese counterparts. The meetings in Seoul come amid fresh warnings issued by North Korea. All eyes will be on the discussion in Seoul today as North Korea's nuclear arsenal and ballistic missile program are expected to be on top of the agenda. This as the head of the US Northern Command told members of the Senate Armed Services Committee that North Korea could be testing an improved intercontinental ballistic missile soon.
Are you about the latest report that North Korea might be testing a new generation maybe of its intercontinental missiles?
Now they're up to 3 missiles that we assess could strike our homeland. I'll go back to what I told Lucas. We always maintain the ability to defend our homeland and obviously the right to defend the homelands. We're postured each and every day through ground-based interceptors, which create deterrence by denial. I'll go back to the foundation of our defense and homeland defense is our nuclear triad and our nuclear deterrence capabilities.
As Austin and Blinken land in Seoul, the conversations are expected to include the threat from North Korea, especially after Kim Yo-jong's comments. A day ahead of the Biden administration's South Korea visit, the sister of North Korean leader Kim Yo-jong criticized the ongoing military drills in South Korea. North Korea sent out a stern warning to the US against causing a stink if it wants peace. Experts say that the timing of Kim's comments seem designed, as North Korea wishes to ensure that it is at the top of Blinken and Austin's agenda when they land in Seoul. Now remember, the South Korean and US militaries last week began their latest annual exercises. Pyongyang views this as an act of hostility towards the North, although this year's event was scaled back due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Meanwhile, along with China's growing belligerence, North Korea's continued threat to the region was also a major topic of discussion during the Tokyo meetings held yesterday between US and Japanese top officials.
As you know, the North Korea policy is under review. We're looking at whether various additional pressure measures could be effective, whether there are diplomatic paths that make sense. All of that is under review, and it's under review in close consultation with our allies and partners. To reduce the risks of escalation, we reached out to the North Korean government through several channels starting in mid-February, including in New York. To date, we have not received a response from Pyongyang.
Meanwhile, the US and South Korean negotiators have overcome years of contentious discussions over Trump. A tentative deal has been reached on paying for the American troop presence in South Korea. This agreement will be front and center in Blinken and Austin's meetings, and the visits to the United States' strongest partners in East Asia are a prelude to the Biden administration's opening round of face-to-face contact with Beijing. Antony Blinken and Biden's national security advisor, Jake Sullivan, will be meeting with Chinese officials in Alaska on March 18th. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.